This is Shaan Rais, and I want to talk to you for a moment about the 4 P's of leadership development. What are the 4 P's of leadership development, Shaan? The first is problems. So when people come with problems in your dynamic, because that's what you're going to have. People complain to leaders. People bring their problems to leaders because leaders have the solutions. Why do leaders have the solutions? Because of their perception. So problems and perceptions. Perceptions are the way that you view things, the angle in which you look at things, from which you view something. So if you put something in the middle of the room, and someone is sitting on the right side of the room, and someone is sitting on the left side of the room, and you tell them both to paint a picture. This is something that I do when I'm group coaching. So I'll put people in a circle, and I'll place a pen or a phone in the middle of the room, and I'll tell everyone to just draw out what they see. Just draw out what you see the way you see it. Everyone has a different picture. I tell them to pass it around. Now, did you see the same thing that such and such wrote? And they're like, no. Why not? Because I was looking at the same thing from a different angle. I was seated differently in the room. So leaders are seated, they're situated differently in the room of relationships, of communication, of situational awareness. So one person's problem is perceived differently through a leader's perspective. The third P, potential. So leaders see the potential in a situation. They don't perceive through their perception the same problem that was brought to them. Their perception allows them to see the potential in the situation. So two strong people, 2 alpha personalities are arguing. Just imagine if you could get them on the same page. Just imagine if they would work together and learn to communicate in a way that they could both live in their confidence space and could add their energy and tenacity and dominance to the team or the project at hand. That's potential. That's potential. So what was initially a problem through the perception has turned into a potential. 4th P, possibility. What are the possibilities? What are the long-term ramifications? If I A, B, or C, what are the possibilities? Ask yourself, use this 4P framework of leadership development and the way you perceive things, the way you interact when someone brings you a problem. Do it today. I guarantee you that as a leader, because we all are leaders, whether we have the position now or not, we're still leaders. Someone today is going to bring you what they perceive to be a problem. And I challenge you to perceive it differently. Look at the potential within the situation. And then look at the possibilities. If you're able to alleviate the pressure, if you're able to mediate the complaint, if you're able to resolve the conflict and reroute and redirect that energy and make it positive from a negative, I want you to think about that. The next time someone brings you anything negative, the next time someone brings you something that they call a problem, look at the problem, use your leadership perception to look at the potential, and then frame the possibility. If you use this 4P framework, your leadership will be sought out from the depths to the top of the organization. And you will be elevated so fast because all people have are problems. And they'll remember the way that you perceive things and the way that you're able to recognize the potential and breathe life into possibilities.